How is the term disabled defined in your long-term disability insurance policy? Hi, I'm Mark Whitehead, a board-certified disability attorney and author of the Disability Help Book, Disability Insurance Policies, How to Unravel the Mystery and Prove Your Claim. If you know that you have long-term disability insurance benefits as a part of your insurance policy, you might think that getting those benefits is as simple as completing an application. Unfortunately, as part of an experienced long-term disability law firm, I can tell you that's decidedly not the case. There are specific terms that you have to meet in order to qualify, and those terms differ depending on the policy itself. However, there are a number of provisions that are typical to most long-term disability insurance policies. Today we're going to cover one of those provisions, meeting your insurer's definition of disability. You'll only receive long-term disability if you meet the included definition. Pay careful attention to the words used in this definition. Often, your insurer will provide definitions for those words too, and you'll have to meet every part of the definition to qualify. Some common ones to watch out for include own occupation. This refers to the job that you currently hold or held before your disability began. If you're an accountant, you have to be able to show that your condition prevents you from doing that kind of work to meet the own occupation clause. The next important term is the term any occupation. The word any tends to throw people off. Under most definitions, it means that you can't do any job for which you have training and experience. A trained lawyer, for example, probably has experience that would allow them to work in a number of other fields. But a construction worker's experience would limit them to physical labor. The final term to look out for is the term injury or illness. Many insurers refuse to pay disability benefits if the injury you're suffering from was self-inflicted or your illness involves drugs or alcohol. And these are only two of the most common conditions excluded. Look carefully at your policy to make sure that your disability is covered. If you look through your policy, you'll see the definition of disability or total disability. Now, frequently, these are broken into two parts. The first describing disability as an illness or injury that keeps you from doing your own occupation. And the second part saying that the same condition doesn't allow you to work at any occupation. Usually the first definition applies during the first 24 months of long-term disability coverage. The second part doesn't come into play until after 24 months of benefits have been paid under the own occupation definition. Someone suffering from the same ongoing disability that's preventing them from obtaining employment at any gainful occupation would probably qualify under the second part, which is essentially just saying that you're not able to work at all, regardless of the job. As you can see, the any occupation definition is much tougher to prove. That's why so many claimants are cut off after the first 24 months. Next time we'll talk about another provision you'll need to meet to qualify for long-term disability in ERISA plans, the elimination period. Now, for more information on this topic, check out my free ebook, Disability Insurance Policies, How to Unravel the Mystery and Prove Your Claim. Visit www.disabilitydenials.com for a free downloadable copy, or call 1-800-562-9830 to discuss your particular disability issue. I'm Mark Whitehead. Thanks for watching.